Hey guys, come with me as I fly Uganda Airlines from London Gatwick all the way to Entebbe. But let's rewind to the beginning. This journey started in Entebbe, heading to London Gatwick. Uganda Airlines now flies there 4 times a week, and I was on the 3:40 a.m. direct flight out. Now listen, at that hour, the only thing on my mind was sleep. It was then time to go through my amenity kit. Inside was an eye mask, socks, toothpaste and toothbrush, hand lotion, lip balm, and a little note from the airline. Soon after, we had the safety demonstration done live by the crew, and then the cabin lights dimmed and it was time for takeoff. As soon as those seatbelt signs went off, I reclined my seat into a flatbed and blacked out. When I finally woke up, I went straight to brush my teeth because if you survive a night flight without freshening up, we need to talk. So back at my seat, I had a quick look at the breakfast menu. The crew actually brought out all 3 dishes so I could choose: an omelette dish, a cinnamon raisin bread pudding, and katogo, which smelled like homemade katogo. I was craving something sweet, so I ended up going with the pudding option. By 11 a.m, we landed in London, bags out in no time, and just like that, my summer officially had begun. So I was definitely in my concert era throughout this time, from watching Chris Brown live in the UK to popping into Paris for the Beyonce show. Iconic doesn't even begin to cover it. But you know, all good things come to an end. Summer had to wrap, and soon enough I was back at Gatwick Airport, bags in tow, and heading home on the crane. For this part of the journey, we're getting a little more technical. Uganda Airlines operates an Airbus A330, a 3-cabin aircraft with business class, premium economy, and economy. In business class, there's a 1-to-1 seat configuration, which basically just means every seat has direct aisle access, which is a huge plus for long-haul flights. This was an early evening departure out of Gatwick. Upon boarding, I was offered a refreshment towel, a welcome drink, and I went with a tropical juice. Here I am sat looking out of the window, low-key emotional, feeling very nostalgic about such an incredible trip. Anywho, dinner orders were taken, but in the meantime, they did pass around some snacks, which was a nice touch. There was a slight delay before takeoff. Oh, and a quick side note, I forgot to mention that the amenity kit does include earplugs. While still on the ground, I had to scroll through the in-flight entertainment. The selection, a bit limited. Some may say outdated, I say classics. Could it be updated? For sure. Once we were airborne, dinner was served. I went straight for the grilled chicken with chomo with rice and plantain, and honestly, once plantain is on the menu, it's like I don't see anything else. I had a glass of bubbly too because what am I celebrating? Life, I guess. Here's a quick look at the dish. Visually divine. Taste-wise, a solid 10 out of 10. So whilst having my dinner, I decided to watch something, and one of the things I absolutely love is that before every film or anything you're watching aboard this flight, passengers will be able to experience a short video on Uganda, whether it's the gorillas, the culture, nature, the people. It just gave me so much pride. Just knowing that everyone on board gets a glimpse of Uganda before their movie even starts. It's subtle, but it's powerful. So I like that. Shout out to Uganda Airlines for that and Tourism Board. But speaking of pride, let's talk about the Ugandan brands I did spot on board. Starting with the snacks. And then in the bathroom, I noticed the hand and body lotion were a Ugandan brand. The sugar, a Ugandan brand. The coffee, and you already know that we have the best coffee in the world, right? The milk. I also spotted a Ugandan chocolate brand. And of course, Ugandan bottled water. Quite frankly, it's just the subtle way the airline champions homegrown brands for me. Eventually, it was time to recline my seat into the flatbed and get some shut-eye. I did ask for a second blanket though, because they're a little bit on the small side, but that might just be me being extra cozy. After a good night's rest and we began to enter Uganda airspace, I had a light snack and caught a glimpse of the sunrise. We touched down in Entebbe at about 7 a.m. and the long story short is, this route is a game changer. And if you're looking for ease, convenience and no layovers, then this is the one for you. Think about it. You can have dinner in London and breakfast in Kampala, or vice versa. So for those wondering, yes, Uganda Airlines did offer me a great rate, and I thought it was only right for me to give my travel community on here an honest review. So that's my little flight story. Now tell me, would you take this route or nah? Thanks for watching, especially if you've made it this far. I know this guy has.